If you're someone who clicked through the whole event just to get all the rewards, because you can't be bothered to read all the unvoiced dialogue, or even the voiced dialogue in general, well then I got some good news for you because I did read them all. So I will mention to you just the interesting things that caught my attention in this Good Vibe event before we go to the new planet Amphorius in version 3.0. But first, please do play the event and get all the rewards, especially the limited rewards since they are really good. And they won't be available after the 13th of January. So you got quite a lot of time to play the event. Since for the limited rewards you will be getting a 4-star selector. So if you just play the event normally, you can easily claim one of these 4 characters. There is this criteria, but I don't know what the criteria was anymore. So just play the event normally and you will finish that criteria and can just choose who you want. Since I just played the event and I had that criteria unlocked. And the character I chose was Mose, because he's pretty good. And all the limited rewards we will be getting, apart from the 4-star selector, is all these limited rewards. Which is like 1 self-modeling resin, 1 of these golden balls, and 1200 jades I see. So that is really nice. But also, an interesting thing is you will be also getting the trace material for the current special limited 5-star character. And in this case that would be Sunday. So you will be getting for Sunday 70 of those blue trace material, the harmony one, which equals to 23 purple trace material. So I hope for you that you didn't farm too much for Sunday, since you will be getting quite a decent amount of trace material for him in this limited time rewards. And to get this limited time rewards, you just need to play the event. And I just unlocked all the criteria to get all the rewards just naturally, apart from 1 criteria, which I had difficulty with. So I just used in the gameplay event Welt. Because how Welt works is when you use 3 or less characters when playing that event, you get like 3000 bonus efficiency. So you get a lot of points, and that criteria that I couldn't finish was that you need to have like 50k points in 1 dinner meeting or something. So if you can't get all the rewards after you have played the event naturally, just use Welt and you will be perfectly fine. That's what I did then. And I didn't even really put extra effort in the gameplay of the event, because I'm not really a big fan of these types of event. I'm more like battle event or this Pokemon event where we could play as the enemies. But the gameplay of this event, I wasn't a big fan of it. And if you cannot finish this event after the 13th of January when the deadline is, then you will get these regular rewards always, which is just like from this duty roaster 90 jades, and from this decor rating you will get 300 jades, this phone wallpaper, pom-pom skin, and all that stuff. But just really try to finish it before the end of this event, so you get all those good limited rewards too. So with that out of the way, hereby the interesting parts of the event lore which caught my attention. Before starting the event, we can see in the description of this event that the developers are like, you don't remember the party car because that is where the event will be held. They are like, it has always been there, you must have misremembered that. Just a quick, easy way for them to integrate the party car into the lore, right? So we start the event then, we go to this party car, and we talk there with this robot called Shush. He mentioned that Void Archives was his previous master, and that he repaired Shush, and now he works in the party car as a bartender basically. And the Void Archives is this Lucha Otto looking like guy. I need him as a playable character, since he just looks way too cool, you know. He got this whole past with Welt too, but I'm not too sure what really happened between them. Because I stopped playing Honkai Impact 3 when Kiana and Mei were getting into this whole fight. So I need to start with Honkai Impact 2 sometime in the future. And so anyway, we talked with Shush. He mentioned that this party car is basically a meeting car first. But Fort Archives was like, nah, this place is too big for just meetings with so little people. Because Shush said like, there was a handful of nameless at that time. So with the 5 or less people occupying this whole meeting car for just meetings was not that efficient. So Void Archives was like, you know what, let's make this a party car. And then Shush mentions that Pom Pom and Marsephant were looking for the MC and that they were in our room. So we went to our room and we were like, why would you think I'm here? And Pom Pom and Marsephant be like, this your room, bruv. So then we get this flashback a bit after the Herta space station adventure, when we just awakened and fought that dragon and all that stuff. You know, when Kafka put that stellar into our body. So we are in this flashback, we are in the Astral Express after the Herta space station thingy. And then we are officially assigned the title of Nameless by everyone. And they wanted the MC to recite this creed, which every member does, it seems like. But I was like, nah, I'm good, so I didn't choose that option. I regret it though now, since I was curious what the creed was. And right after that, they discuss which room the MC should get. So we go to the party car where we discuss that, where we talk with Shush. And yeah, Shush is just making a lot of dad jokes all the time throughout the whole event. And after a lot of dad jokes and talking here and there, then we officially get the basement assigned as our room. And it is the biggest room in the Astral Express, it seems like. But then Himeko, weirdly enough, says, your room won't fit all of us. So you, March 7th, and Pom Pom should go to your room to check it out, which was pretty weird since it is the biggest room in the whole Express, which they just literally mentioned. So then we go to our new room, and March 7 even says that the Doomsday Beast could fit into this room. So that dragon from the Hertha space station, which we just fought, because now we're on a flashback. Anyway, that was just weird. So we discuss in our room that we should renovate it, and that when March 7 was renovating her room and she just got to the Astral Express, that she bought 20 pillows exceeding her wall budget. And the reason why she bought 20 pillows was to have a pillow fight. So I do expect a pillow fight in the future. But MC, the procrastinator she is, she was like, we will do it tomorrow, the wall renovation. And then we get transported to the present day, and the room hasn't changed one bit, because the MC is a procrastinator and slept the whole time on a cardboard box. So between the wall, Bella box, Xianzhou Lofu, Penaconi, Story, when we were on the Express, we were sleeping on a cardboard box, which is pretty sad actually. But yeah, someone who likes trash cans that much like the MC won't have any trouble getting comfortable with the cardboard box, right? So now in the present day, everyone is trying to help the MC in renovating her room. So first March 7th and Pom Pom kickstart renovation, where March 7 makes this moon reference after we have done a little bit. Like, one small step for Gachabid, one giant leap toward humankind overcoming procrastination. So then after that kickstart, we got our bed, so no longer sleeping on a cardboard box. We go to sleep, and on the first day, MC didn't have any dream that night. And then the event now actually starts with the whole gameplay and all. So it's basically about doing duties to get funds to renovate MC's room. And in this event, occurrences can be triggered with events that occur on the Express. And after every gameplay, called a diner meeting, stories on the Express are shared, kinda like the event occurrences. So I will just mention some interesting event occurrences and stories along the way, which I experienced chronologically when playing the event. But all these events and stories can be triggered randomly throughout the event. But I will just mention them chronologically of how I experienced them when playing the event. So continuing, it seems like Asta sent us a meal as a thank you for the Express crew, their long-term support. And one day, Pom Pom also noticed that the plants had some weird residue in them. So he stayed up all night to catch the one who did that. And it seems like the one who did that was Himeko, since she has been secretly tossing in her cooking failures in the plant when experimenting with new recipes, because she was afraid that her failures would be discovered. Which is pretty weird though, since I think Himeko's intention was to have the food act like compost for the plants, but the plants were like gloomy, which Pom Pom mentioned, so that didn't work out, it seems. And then later Arlan brought some Woobabos to the Express to play with everyone. It's quite funny, since I haven't seen them in so long. The last time I saw them was when I did a daily mission in 1.0 or 1.1. But yeah, the daily missions are now getting scraped, so they will now be a part of the daily rewards. Those 5k credits. So I wonder when we will see the Woobabos now. So then it's time to eat, and Himeko is cooking for us. But Welt has already fled the scene, because he knows that the Himeko can't cook, unfortunately. Then after all that, the MC went to sleep and slept until the game like literally ended, like with the ending credits and all. So the game restarted after that, and I tried to sleep again. So now we didn't have that option again, that we could sleep until the game ends. Now there was this option, sleep as long as possible. And now every time you do that, you sleepwalk to the Hertha space station and suddenly wake up there. I don't know how that works, but it happens. And then Arlan and Asta had a business trip, so they left this dog Peppy on the Astral Express. And then I never noticed, but Peppy is a girl. Maybe I just missed it in the story once. And the sad thing that happened, that I found sad, was that Welt accidentally tipped over his teacup, messing up the guest book. So we stayed up the whole night secretly to copy the guest book so that the Pom Pom wouldn't get mad at him. I wonder though why he didn't use his powers. Maybe it wasn't worth to use his powers on, or his powers just don't work that way. After that, March 7 got an allergic reaction to this limited edition hand cream, so we got to be mindful to not give random hand creams to March 7th in the future if such a moment ever arises. And we also got this button from the event as a decoration where it says that a masked fool once had calculated that over half of 476 civilizations destroyed themselves due to the launch buttons for these weapons of mass destruction to be too enticing to press, which is quite messed up. I wonder if that the masked fool is Sparkle, since the button with this description is the same button that Sparkle had. Then after that, Dong Heng was trying to clean the floor by using his Cloudheim magic, but he used too much of that magic, so the floor was all wet, but he fixed it again with his magic, which is quite interesting usage of his powers. Then we get a funny event where conspiracy theorists are criticizing Dong Heng's article on the imaginary tree, and Dong Heng was like, alright, let's meet offline then, but they all got scared because Dong Heng's profile picture seems to be him practicing a spear, so no one dared to meet him offline. Quite funny. And another interesting thing with Dong Heng is that he lives in this archives room, so there is no shower there. So I think then the whole time he's using his powers to bathe himself, just like how he did with the cleaning of the floor. If he can clean the floor that easily, then he can also clean himself, I assume, since his magic is basically controlling water. And then also in this other event, this gravity system malfunctioned, leading to everyone levitating in the Astral Express, so they took this opportunity to clear the ceiling. And this event also was quite interesting, where Welt was making a short series of his homeworld, and one of which was about Otto. And March 7th said that the blonde guy in that series sounded a lot like Shush, and it is the same voice actor. I am now really sure about it, since the first time when hearing Shush his voice was when I was watching the 2.7 live stream in Japanese, and I was like, that is Lucha, or Otto from Honkai Impact, since Otto and Lucha have the same voice actor. So yeah, March 7th was like, this blonde guy from this short series that Welt made about his homeland has the same voice as Sush. So now I think it's confirmed, or maybe it was already confirmed and I'm just missing this Honkai Impact lore. And the interesting thing is, Shush reacted on that with, I am absolutely not like that blonde guy, so Otto, I assume, and he swore it on Akefili's name, which is quite serious. So Shush knows the sins that Otto has made, I assume. And then after that event, we got confirmation that March 7th is basically empty upstairs, since Welt came to March 7th that he lost his glasses, but he was wearing it the whole time, but March 7th did not notice that. After that, we got an explanation of why Himeko likes coffee that much. One of the reasons why she likes it that much. And that is because it brings a different flavor every time when you change the temperature of the water or the grind size of the coffee beans and all that stuff. Just like everyone's journey. So due to the unexpected flavor you can create with the coffee, it resembles everyone's trailblazer journey. That's one of the reasons why Himeko likes coffee that much. So she persuaded MC to drink her coffee, and MC liked it, which is something that is unheard of. Himeko making good coffee. Well, it has always been good maybe, but it was just too heavy. Now, one of the most interesting things that happened in this event was when Shush was making this self-destruction joke, which Void Archives had implanted in Shush, which Shush mentioned that this joke is because of Void Archives, which resulted in Himeko like clenching her fist in furious anger, with her face like bulging while she was still giving a calm impression. This was pretty weird, so I really wonder what happened between Himeko and Void Archives that made Himeko this angry. Since as far as I know, we don't really have a good grasp what happened when Void Archives was on the Astral Express. Well then, Welt got food poisoned, not because of Himeko's cooking, but because he wanted to eat a late night snack and he ate out of this expired emergency ration. And he knew it was expired, but he didn't want to waste it, which led to this tragedy. And another interesting thing that got my attention was when everyone was continuously changing the music on the Astral Express, which led to Pom Pom getting mad at everyone, that they were continuously changing up the music. So he said, the Express needs some order. So will the Express get a new companion following the path of order maybe? And after all that, we finally finished renovating MC's room. And then March 7 just randomly mentions that she has a secret room where she takes a bath. So after that, everyone gathered in MC's room and officially once again welcomed MC to the Express now that her room is finally finished with all the renovations. And just right when everyone was leaving MC's room after this party, she stayed behind and mentioned that it once knew a nameless who was healthy, who woke up early, slept early, who was regularly exercising and all that healthy stuff, resulting in him living a long and good life. All to make a point to MC that she shouldn't snack in the midnight. But I do wonder which nameless Shush meant. Maybe Misha, but I'm unsure about that. And then the event ended with the final scene. So hereby the good vibe final scene of the event, before we get to Amphorius, where I hope someone will die for real this time, and that all hell breaks loose and things get real.
幾度の夜を経て、人はもっと多くの夜を越えていく。その中には無数の英雄、無数の凡人、無数の天才、無数の愚者がいる。しかし、この夜はあなただけのもの。誰にも奪えません。ティードレに住むトルック人が最も大切な友人のみに送る祝福の言葉があります。ノガティカマプトゥナイト。意味は、穏やかな夜をあなたに。
シャラップ、ここから出てって。
And of course in this event we also got the bad songs of Stella which she sang when taking a bath. And the funny thing is, you get a small 8% attack buff after taking a bath. And I knew that they would give us something when we take a bath. Since when going over the developer notes, I expected that they would give us an attack buff or regenerate our energy or regenerate our HP. But yeah, all it gives is just this 8% attack buff, which is like what? One substat to hit. So that's quite unfortunate that it is so neglectable, this buff. Like regenerating our energy would have been a bit nicer, or giving us a bigger attack boost. But yeah, we got what we got right. If there are special things that you notice in this event which I didn't mention or just have missed, just let me know. So I thank you for your time and see you the next time. Bye.